And there are a lot of companies now that actually have, they're basically like new development, or new platforms. They're actually forming a division where they're expected to mess up, try new things, and mess up, almost like the little science lab.
Yeah, the innovation labs is what they're called, right? And so you'll see an IBM launches an innovation lab, doesn't put it near their headquarters, actually puts it in the West Coast to really make sure that they give those people the freedom and separation where they don't get caught in the we've always done it this way-ism, which happens a lot. Or you'll have big banks that are standing up innovation labs, or healthcare facilities standing up innovation labs, saying there has to be ways in which we can become much more agile. And that's really about learning, right? That's all about what is the agile methodology, like how do we implement startup, those kind of agile and lean startup kind of things in a company that's not very lean, or a startup.
Exactly.
And so it is really all about this kind of learning, if you will.
And is that sort of an investor relations aspect or a financial aspect? For example, I remember being at one of these innovation summits, and Coca-Cola was talking about how they pay money to incubate startups, but it's not necessarily their bottom line that's affected. They're finding creative ways to bring about change without having it actually hurt their bottom line. They're just saying, no, we're giving money as part of a partnership to this, startup. But if that idea is great, they're definitely going to use it. And they're definitely going to bring them right on board.
Absolutely. And so I was working with this bank down in Australia. It was really fascinating, where they stood up this innovation lab, and it was 5 people, massive bank. But they were trying to solve, how do we now capture millennial buyers who want to do things via the app? We don't have something like that. So let's do a hackathon and bring people and invite people in at a very small budget. And they invited people from around the organization to come and participate. No one wanted to do it. Then after the first class graduated, and people went back to their day jobs, so they were excused for like a quarter to go play in this innovation lab. And it could be tellers, it could be mortgage brokers, it could be wealth managers, whatever it was. And now what happened was they would go back into the regular workforce, singing the praises of how awesome it was and how all they want to do is try to figure out how to get back into that innovation lab. Then guess what happened? The line was so long of everyone wanting to go and see what this was all about. Then everyone felt like they were participating in the change, and that their idea saw the light of day, or someone listened to their idea, right? And then they watched it go through the process. So
that's the perfect example of what you were just explaining, is that you got to give permission, and also once somebody's willing to dip their toe in, other people will try it.